Sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notifications to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. Salute to the whole entire Lions Den basketball as well as boxing communities. In this case, we're not talking neither basketball nor boxing. We are talking football. And also a salute to all of my subs that's been rocking with me, both my day ones, as well as my new subs too. I'm gonna make this real brief. Wanted to sort of do my thoughts on the season opener with Georgia as they come in number one ranked, and also wanted to give my thoughts on Clemson too as well as they come in ranked as the number 14th in the nation. What's up with it, Cottage? I see you in the building. Georgia was able to defeat, to say the least. I mean, they absolutely destroyed. The Bulldogs destroyed Clemson 34-3. Georgia looks like an absolute monster in terms of their balance. They did it from the run. Carson Beck, while his stats ain't gonna really jump out at you. I think he had like 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception. His efficiency was tremendous, man. He You can still see him as a game manager, but the thing about it is I wouldn't be surprised if he won the Heisman. Now, having said all of that, what's up with it, Alex? I see you in the building. Now, this is what I will say. What's up with it, Ted? I see you in here. This is what I will say. All right. When it comes to Georgia, they have a good balance of everything. They got a good defense, as you know. Georgia has been known for their defense over the last several years, but this year they have really stepped up their offense. Nate Frazier is an NFL player. Now, London Humphreys, not so much. I can actually see Arian Smith being an NFL player than London Humphreys, even though London Humphreys had 63 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Nate Frazier, he had 11 carries for 83 yards, and did his thing on the ground too as well. And then Arian Smith, I think he had I can't remember the yardage he had, but Arian Smith had like 5 receptions or whatever, and completed for I can't remember the amount of yardage that he had. But those are the only three guys that really stood out my mind that can actually do some things in the NFL. Now, Carson Beck, if he keeps this up, he could possibly win the Heisman. I don't know for sure. It just depends on how he plays. A lot of people feel like Georgia didn't even play their best game. You know what I'm saying? Now, that could be true, but Georgia has not been a team where they're gonna light up a scoreboard. Actually, Clemson used to be that way, and that's why I'm gonna talk about Clemson right now. You said Georgia played on both sides of it. Yeah, it was a great game. They did play, on both ends of the team. To me, I can kind of see what what Georgia is trying to do. They're trying to. Sorry about that. I'm out here with the kids. They out here swimming and everything. They've been always really fast on defense, but they're trying to really speed it up on offense, and you can tell they're kind of being a hybrid. Clemson, man, uh, while they only scored 3 points, they look awful. Um, they look really, really awful. Um, Coach Sweeney, man, I you know, listen, they've got to do something, man. When you look at that guy, the new quarterback, Hubsnick, I know he's young and everything, but when I see him, I don't see a Trevor Lawrence. I don't see a Deshaun Watson. I don't see any of that. You know what I'm saying? And Clemson is just not the same. Matter of fact, I don't even know why they are ranked number 14. I'm just being honest with you. They look awful. Now, he only threw one interception, and I think he was only sacked one time, but that's to say the least. And they only were able to score, 3 points on a dominating Georgia team. Um, but overall, like I said, man, there are a lot of people, like including myself, that said that Georgia hasn't played their best game. We'll have to see what happens going forward. I just see that overall in the and when we talk about the SEC, and we talk about some other teams, Georgia has got their work cut out for them. But in terms of winning a national championship, I could see Georgia winning it. You know what I'm saying? I could really see Georgia winning it if they play this style and they keep up this pace that they're doing, both on the offensive end as well as the defensive end. You know, but with Georgia, I only see two guys that really stand out in my mind and can really play at the next level. Now I'm talking about on offense. On defense, I've seen maybe about one or two guys that could probably do their thing. But this is what I've always said about Georgia, though. The thing about Georgia, like when they won that national championship that year, where they pretty much had made Bryce Young struggle against Alabama. That whole team was geared for the NFL, and I'm talking about that defense. That's the way. That's what Georgia is designed to do. Their team is designed for the NFL, like an NFL defense, not so much the offense per se. But it is what it is. I like what they did on offense, but they, like I said, they haven't played it. Best game. You said Coach Smart did say that it seemed like more of a playoff game after the game. Well, yeah. I mean, look, they haven't played their best game. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, and that's not to say that they play sloppy or anything like that, but they're a championship level team. They're number one ranked in the nation. You know what I'm saying? My boy Cypress TV. Make sure y'all go sub to Cypress. Definitely goes down over there, man. Salute to you, man. Where you been at? Man, you been, as they say, incognito. You know what I'm saying? Incognito, man. You been hiding. It's all good. Salute to you, nevertheless. Said Georgia's a beast. Kirby Smart, a.k.a. Nick Saban 2.0. Well, you know what, man? I'm not going to go that far. Um, I understand, people are caught up in the moment, but he's got a while before they do that. You see, Georgia has to consistently be winning in order for something to take place like that. And when I see Georgia, I still see Georgia is just now starting to get. And don't run out of here either, Cypress. You know what I'm saying? You can respond. Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is see, with Georgia in comparison to Alabama, and I don't like Alabama. I'm not a fan of them. But the one thing that you can say about Alabama is they've always had a good balance of both offense and defense. Georgia is just now starting to have that balance. You know what I'm saying? They've always just been defense heavy, offense secondary. You said Kirby Smart came from the saving coaching tree, man. Well, that doesn't really mean anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could come from any type of tree, but the thing about it is in order for you to be that guy, you have to consistently do it. Nick Saban was able to consistently do it. Paul Bear Bryant was consistently able to do it. You know what I'm saying? Urban Meyer, even though, you know what I'm saying, got a bad taste in the mouth, he was able to consistently do it. You know what I'm saying? Even Pete Carroll, he was able to consistently do it. Smart has to be able to consistently do it. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about Alabama, okay? We're talking about Georgia, okay? So we're talking about the Georgia Bulldogs. Alabama is not in this conversation. So when you're saying roll tide, um, unless you're talking about them playing somebody else or them not being ranked number one or any of that other stuff, then that's a different argument. You said Ohio State played a cupcake. Yeah, that was easy work. You said pretty smart people come from the Saban and Popovich coaching tree. Well, and that's great, but you also have to be able to diversify other than just staying one dimensional and not talking about just Alabama and San Antonio. Okay, let's diversify some things. Okay, let's not be one dimensional. I mean, it's good to just talk about the Steelers all the time, talk about Alabama all the time, talk about the Spurs, but can you talk about, Coach Prime and what he's been doing with Colorado? No, you ain't gonna talk about that. Can you talk about Baylor and what they've done over the years? No. Can you talk about any of the SEC teams? No, you ain't gonna talk about them. You know that you're gonna be one dimensional. No, you gotta be able to talk about everybody around here. Can you talk about any of the Big Ten teams? Can you talk about any of the Pac-10? Can you talk about any of the WAC? Can you talk about any of the Big 12? Can you talk about any of the other SEC teams? That's what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to be diversified. Talking about Saban all the time, man. Saban is gone. He's commentating. You're over there with Pat McCaffrey. He's over there with D. Howard. You know what I'm saying? And Desmond Howard and he was on there with Johnny Money and all them. Man, he's commentating now. He's not coaching anymore. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. You said Coach Prime can't coach, man. Well, it's like you to be negative. We expected that. And, Coach Prime, is he a Hall of Famer? Okay, yeah. All right, you go ahead and answer that. Coach Prime, did he play in the NFL? Yes, he did. Right, right. Okay. Is he coaching now? Yes, he is. Did he get fired? No, he didn't. Okay, which means that he's still there. Okay. If he can't coach, then their program wouldn't believe in him. Okay, and he wouldn't have been able to get guys like Warren Sapp on there. You know what I'm saying? Got to give it time. It's not an overnight thing. It's not easy. Okay. You said not for coaching. He ain't. Well, there's a lot of other people that have been just as bad. What about Jeff Fisher? Has he won a Super Bowl? Nah, he didn't. He didn't win no Super Bowl. Matter of fact, man, let's go ahead and let's take it to basketball a little bit. What did Rick Pitino do while he was in the league? Nah, he didn't do anything with Boston. That's why he took his ass back to college. You know what I'm saying? And we could talk about Nick Saban too. What did he do while he was in the league? Okay, all right. So that's a different argument. You gotta come with something a little bit stronger. You understand what I'm saying? And the haters are gonna come. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. The LDBC. You know what I'm saying? We don't die. What do we do, Ted? What do we do, Cottage? What do we do, Cypress? We fish fry. Okay. So when you talk about Coach Prime and he can't coach and everything like that, man, it's only been 1-2 years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when he starts winning and everything, then we can start saying, okay, if he's been coaching like 10 years or something, and he like Jeff Fisher and not doing anything, then we can have that conversation. Man, this man only been coaching in at a major college, getting the spotlight coming from a historically black college that barely had anything put into it, and put all of his money behind that and everything like that, and been able to turn that and make it somewhat of an entity. Got to give him props. Said, can Georgia run the table in the SEC? I see them winning the championship. Cyprus, I really see them winning the championship. Again. They can run the table in the SEC. Now you got to look out for other teams that are in there, but right now Georgia has the best mix. Now on offense, um, like I said before you came in here, they didn't play their best game. They didn't play their best game. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I really don't see nobody beating them. Now, this is what there's a kicker, and there's a kicker to this, right? You said, who's your team? I forgot. I never told anybody my team. I think I told one person, but I got a couple of teams. Nebraska, Penn State. You know what I'm saying? And at one time, I was with Florida State. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've always been about players. But Nebraska, who Colorado faces next week, they've always been my team. The reason why I was with Nebraska because I used to like Eric Crouch. I used to like Tommy Frazier. I used to like all of them guys that came up out of there. Matter of fact, I had a partner that I went to high school with. He used to play for Nebraska too. So yeah, I used to like the Nebraska Cornhuskers. You said, well, yeah, but I kind of stayed away from Penn State. I did used to like LeVar Harrington, of course. You know, I like that motherfucker, Saquon. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, to get back to what I was saying, um, what's it called? Damn, I lost my train of thought when he asked that question. Uh, Georgia, Georgia right now can pretty much beat anybody. But here's the kicker. That's what I was gonna say. You know, the 12 team playoffs. That's gonna rub some teams the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? That that might affect some teams. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make things real ugly. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to see what takes place. You said Penn State is well coached. Listen, man. The reason why one of the reasons why I moved away from Penn State was because of the whole Joe Paterno thing. I'm not gonna get into it, man. We all know what happened. I wasn't too keen on that. You know what I'm saying? Joe Paterno could have said something, and Joe Paterno ruined his reputation. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You know, hey, he accomplished what he accomplished and everything, but I got a bad taste in my mouth after that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But spinning the block back to what we were talking about in terms of Georgia winning and Clemson losing. Clemson has really got to step their game up. Clemson got to get back to where they was. Clemson should not be ranked number 14. They should not be ranked. Carson Beck lead the team to the play. Now I like Carson Beck. Is Carson Beck an NFL player? Yeah, he's an NFL player. Matter of fact, I think he's more of an NFL player than Shador Sanders is. Now, who has more potential? Who's more exciting? Shador Sanders is, but Carson Beck will be like more of a. I'm not saying Tom Brady. I ain't saying that or nothing like that. But he'll be more of a prototypical type of quarterback or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be like a Lamar Jackson. He ain't gonna be like a Pat Mahomes and none of that. You said Sanders should stay another year. Yeah, I agree. You know, go ahead. But at the same time, you never know. Sometimes you gotta go when the pot is hot. You feel me? You gotta go when everything is calling. You know what I'm saying? Because you might miss your opportunity. It's the same thing with the NFL. You go up in there, he might not necessarily be ready, and hell, he could go ahead and he could surprise some people. But Travis Hunter is more of an NFL ready type of player than Shador Sanders is. You understand? You know, you said, "What's up with it, Angelo Bell?" I see you in the building. Angelo Bell, man, just got the kids signed up for the sports. Man, we tackling the soccer. We got that coming up next week. And on top of that, we got the t-ball. My son said he wanted to play t-ball. He didn't want to play basketball. Man, a little sad, but that's all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. He said my 7-year-old threw 2 touchdowns, had 6 tackles. My 10-year-old boy ran for 3 touchdowns a day. Man, that's what's up, man. Man, you got future lines in the making. Man, keep doing your thing, bro. Hey, man, you making some NFL players. You know what I'm saying? You said Travis can play both ends as well. Yeah, DB, he can play corner, he can play safety and receiver. He can do it all. You know what I'm saying? Sure, hell, you probably put him at quarterback. He play that too. You know what I'm saying? You put him at linebacker, you probably play that too. You know what I'm saying? You put him at the goddamn kicker, you probably do that too. You know what I'm saying? He can do it all. You know what I'm saying? To have that type of speed, to have that type of explosion, and to have that type of hands, you truly gifted. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but congratulations to you, Angela Bell, man. Hey, that's wonderful, man. Yeah, my daughter, man, she excited to go ahead and play soccer, man. You know what I'm saying? And my son, he excited to go ahead and play the t-ball. You said we need more black kickers. Man, you're gonna be like kid and play. You're gonna be like kid from class act, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, just like we need more we need more black goalies in hockey, you know what I'm saying? you know. But nah, yeah, that is a good point, man. You don't see that many black kickers. And you know what, man? Kickers, man, they got I was at one point I thought the kickers, man, they had an easy job. Man, the kickers, man, they workouts are pretty extreme. Like from what I saw in high school, and most of the kickers that kick or whatever, they be they be like track. They're ready for the track season and stuff. So yeah, kicking is not as easy as you think. Everybody think kicking is easy. It's like you never get a real um, you never get a real glimpse of what a position or what a sport is like until you actually experience their workout. Like I thought a soccer workout was easy. No, it's not. I thought a wrestling workout was easy. No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Angelo Bell. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, if they don't make it, man, listen, bro. We need more judges. We need more doctors. We need more lawyers. Hell, shoot, right now we need more entrepreneurs. We need more owners, all that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it, Corey Deshaun? I see you in the building, man. Haven't seen you in a minute, man. Salute to you. Still grinding over in this bitch. Yeah, so it don't matter, man. If they don't make the league, you know what I'm saying. And tell them not to get down on themselves. You know what I'm saying. The NFL, the NBA, the MLB, you know what I'm saying. That ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying. As some people peak early. You know what I'm saying. You said Justin Tuck, Morton Anderson, Adam Vittori made kicking look easy. What about Janikowski? You forgot about him. You said tell your kids to ball out. Hey, look, man, they gonna go out. They always gonna ball out. You know what I'm saying? My kids are naturally gifted. If they don't get a trophy, you should see how heated my son get. If my daughter don't get a trophy, you should see how competitive and how mad she gets. She don't even want to talk to nobody. But I got to teach her how to get up out of there. And listen, this is another thing. Get up out of that mindset. So listen, this is another thing too. When they get a trophy or a medal or something like that, I let them have it for a day and then I take it away from them. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to get too cocky. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, what about Janikowski though, Cypress? You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody talk about Janikowski. You know what I'm saying? Janikowski is my goat. You know what I'm saying? Kicker. You said kids are flopping in little league. Hmm. Nah, my kids, man, they gonna be ready. They gonna be ready, man. And see, listen, the kids they actually more disciplined than some of the adults. You should see how some of these adults be acting. I know Angelo know what I'm talking about. Listen, man, and Memphis know what I'm talking about too, man. Like at some of these games, man, guys they be gambling on these kids and stuff like that. That's why Hasib Talib's brother. Um, that's why he ended up getting in trouble because he ended up shooting somebody. Yeah, Johnny Calgary, you said fat strive for more and get better each day. Yeah, absolutely. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. You said that was a great game tonight. Yeah, you said gambling on a high school game. Yeah, they be gambling on high school games. If you don't make this certain shot or whatever, the kid be paranoid. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody gonna come after him, stuff like that, man. It's ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, bro. But you gotta be real cautious of that type of stuff, especially if your child is good, especially if your child is talented. Make sure you surround him and protect them. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to watch out. You know what I'm saying? He might get dabbled in. You know what I'm saying? With that black concrete. You don't want that to take place. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sit up here and preach to nobody, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that try to do that. You said hopefully this team can keep up their winning ways. We'll see. Who is that? Your team, Cottage? Is that your team? I know you're from New York and everything, so I would expect you to be like a Syracuse fan or something like that. You said folk threatening kids if they miss shots. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Memphis know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you don't listen, if you're not doing this or you're not doing that, and they got money riding on the game, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's what goes on. That's why you got to protect. That's why you got to protect your kids, man. If you got kids, you know what I'm saying. Protect your family, protect your nephew, protect your brother, sister, whatever. You know what I'm saying. You said Georgia is not my team. Well, who's your squad? Who's your squad, man? Yeah, man. So it is what it is. But great day. For college football. Still got some coming in the next coming weeks. You know what I'm saying? Got NFL right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Football is that time of year. Then in a couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? We got training camp getting ready. Training camp getting ready to start. You know what I'm saying, for the NBA. And then we're gonna be locked and loaded for both the NBA, NFL, and NCAA. You feel me? You said I I got no college football squad, Paulo. Oh, okay. All right. Well, shoot, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, man, we got NFL coming up. We got NBA coming up. I like this time of year. I like the fall and I like the winter. Summer is my favorite time of the year. You know what I'm saying? But I like the fall. I like the winter and everything because we got a combination of basketball, football, all colliding at one time. And this is the thing, man. I remember when football used to start. Um, it would take a little bit before, not football, before it would take a little bit before basketball to start. Now it seems like it's just coming in quick. You know what I'm saying? It's coming by quick. It's like, damn, you turn around, we already in preseason. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for preseason in basketball. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, it was an exciting day today. You know what I'm saying? Not too excited, but you said who's your favorite college football team? Well, I'll say it again, like because you had asked me earlier, but like I said, man, it was Nebraska. It's Penn State, and it was Florida State at one point. Like I said, I don't really keep up with like the team as a whole. I was more into college players. But the team I used to really like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was younger, it was Nebraska. But you know, I like players coming out of college more than anything. Now, as far as college basketball, Duke is my squad. You know what I'm saying? And in NBA is the Sixers. So yeah, man, I'll be more into players or whatever. So, but yeah, man, spinning the block coming back to what we were initially talking about, I don't see Clemson going nowhere. I mean, they can't go anywhere now. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to see what takes place with them. I could see Georgia winning the national championship. Kind of too early to tell. They could take some. They could take some losses in the season, but for right now, I don't see it. The way that Coach Smart is coaching now, I will give Coach Smart this. You could kind of see the balance where he's headed to, but besides that, Georgia still hasn't played their best game. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm finna go ahead and roll out. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications too. Until then, man, shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I'll get at you later.